The best ways to save money in 2026. In my opinion, the top 5 best way to save money in 2026. Number 1, simply just be eating out less. The reason why I put this at number 1, because sometimes I could struggle with this myself. Now me, I love a good meal. I love the McDonald's, the Burger King, pizza, all that. I love it. It's good food. Let's be honest. But when you sit back and you realize, and when you go to see how much money you spent for the month, you realize how much money is going towards fast food. On average, an American spends about $300 or more on fast food. So I'm not saying I have to cut that out completely, but limit that. Maybe do it 2 to 3 times a month. That's what I'm doing now, 2 to 3 times a month. My goal is to cook at home more because I want to be more healthier. Health is wealth. And my goal is to be alive so that way I can spend the money in retirement when I'm living a good life. And this is what I made the other day. We making chicken, we making eggs, we making chicken sandwiches at home. The stuff that you buy for fast food, you can make it at home for cheaper. All you gotta do is go to the grocery store and get a few ingredients. It's gonna last you longer too, and it's more healthier. A fact is, it's always been a fact, you save money when you cook at home. I'm not saying you should cook at home always, like every day of the year. You could still eat out, but me, I want to do it 2 to 3 times a month rather than a week, so that way I'd be more healthier, and so that way I could keep more money in my pocket, so that way I could save more money. Because as we all know, fast food prices have gotten expensive. They have. It's getting to a point where we gotta cut back, because a lot of American households are tightening their budgets, and some American households are even cutting out fast food because of how hectic and how crazy the prices have got. The cost of housing, utilities, groceries have went up, and fast food and everything, cars, you name it, everything has gone up. And the problem that Americans have is they feel like they're not making enough, and inflation is outpacing wages, which I do understand. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Some stuff you do gotta just cut out in order to save money. You can always save money in every area. Whether it's housing, utility, transportation, anything, you can always find a way to save money. And this brings me to my second point. Automate your savings. Before your paycheck lands in your account, automate it. Set aside money for savings, emergency fund, or retirement. When I get my paycheck from my employer, the money is already going in my retirement account. And then when I get my paycheck, the money is already going in my high-yield savings account. The money is already going in my personal Roth IRA. It's already going there. And what that does is it removes the temptation to spend it. Because guys, if it's in your checking account, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna get spent. Whether it's on bills or just spending it on or discretionary spending. Automate it. That's the best decision that I made for my finances, just to automate it. And don't you notice how easier it becomes whenever you automate your finances? Because you don't have to remember to do it. It's already done for you. It's already done in the background. You're quietly building wealth in the background by simply just pressing a few buttons and setting up a reoccurring transfer whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. And my third point, set a budget. Live below your means. This will be probably the biggest way to save money. Create a budget. A budget basically tells your money what to do. You're essentially giving each dollar a job. Because if you don't give your money a job, society will give your money a job. And society is not going to tell you to save the money. Society is going to tell you, to go get the latest car and finance it at $800 a month. Get the apartment that you know you're going to be spending 50 to 70% of your income on. Get the nicest pair of shoes. Get the nicest clothing. Finance this jewelry. Finance this fast food. Go spend it here. Go spend it there. But when you give your dollar a job and when you create a budget, you're basically telling your money what to do. Because if you don't tell your money what to do, as I said earlier, society will tell your money what to do. And you don't want that, because you're not going to have any money for savings. This is why so many people can't save, because they don't give their dollar a job. They don't create a budget. A budget is also a way that attracts your money too. And that's also another way that you can save your money. And which brings me to number 4. Look at your subscriptions. Guys, the amount of people who pay for subscriptions they don't even use is mind-blowing. I don't have any subscriptions. I just use free trials, because I don't see the point of paying for subscriptions if I'm not going to use it every day. The only subscription that I pay for is a gym membership, and that's an investment in myself, because, as I said earlier, health as well. That's my only subscription that I have, is a gym membership, and that's about it. Because so many Americans, we end up just, I would say we're throwing away money, because we're essentially paying for stuff that we don't even use. We got YouTube subscription, YouTube TV, Amazon subscription, Disney Plus, Peacock, you name it. All subscriptions that we're not even using. So imagine if you cancel half of those subscriptions. Imagine how much money you'll be saving in a month. How much money you'll be saving in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. And this brings me to my next point. Live below your means. Live below your means, but that also comes with creating a budget. Live below your means. And pay yourself first. Pay yourself first basically comes with automating your finances. Pay yourself first and live below your means. Those probably go hand in hand. And I honestly feel like they do. Because when you pay yourself first, you're essentially living below your means. And that removes the ability to overspend. If you make 50K, live on 30K. And what you gonna do with that other 20? Save it, put some in an emergency fund, and put the rest in retirement. Put the rest in stuff that can help you make more money, that can give you a return over time. And another thing too, guys, you guys gotta stop financing things that go down in value, like cars, putting things on a credit card. The only debt that I would allow, me personally, is student loans, because that's an investment in yourself. But make sure you manage those, and make sure you guys don't take out more than what you know that you can afford, because those could get out of hand quickly. And with a mortgage, because homes typically depreciate in value. But also make sure that you're living in a home that you can afford. And you know you can afford it if you're spending 30% or less of your monthly take-home pay on housing. If it starts to get to 40 or 50, then you might gotta downsize. Then you might gotta find somewhere else to live at that point. Because at that point, you're becoming, I believe they call it house rich or a house poor, where you're spending more money, where you're spending most of your income, your monthly income, on housing. But yeah, man, those just a few ways, 5 ways to save money in 2026, because we all know that it's getting tough out here, and we still gotta save. Another thing too, when you treat savings as a bill, treat savings as something that you have to do, because you have to do it. You have to save for an emergency. I mean, it's not like if you don't pay yourself first, you're gonna mess up your credit score, because you won't, because credit bureaus don't look at your savings rate. But when you save money, it basically teaches you discipline. It teaches you about delayed gratification. And this comes with saving up for a purchase, like a car, or something that you really want to buy, or even a vacation. I wouldn't finance a vacation. I wouldn't put a vacation on a credit card. I just save up to pay cash for it. In my opinion, cash is king. Debt, no way, but cash is always the way. For me, because I don't like debt. I don't do debt. And debt is one of the reasons that so many Americans can't save. Because when you have debt, you have to pay people. You have to pay people X amount of this person back. You gotta pay this person back. You gotta pay this person. You gotta pay this bank. You gotta pay this bank. You gotta pay this creditor. You gotta pay this. You gotta pay this. You gotta pay. You gotta pay this creditor. And you look up, some people don't even have enough money for bills, and they're not gonna have enough money for savings either, because they don't have enough money for bills. It makes you they're gonna have enough money for savings. And sometimes the way to save more money is to honestly get a higher paying job, or create an additional source of income, whether that's freelancing, whether that's picking up some part-time work, anything. Sometimes generating that little extra cash flow can help you save more money. But remember, save that money, and one day that money gonna save you in case of an emergency, because you're not gonna have to go into debt.